Good morning and welcome back to another video. I'm with the one and only Pops.
Good morning, folks.
And today we're back at Yarrow Valley. Now I came to Yarrow Valley probably about a month, maybe 2 months ago to see if I could capture the grebes doing the weed dance. I didn't get any of the weed dance, but what I did get was them breeding. They were in courtship and they were breeding. So I knew that chicks were a possibility. I've been scanning the Facebook page for weeks and weeks now, and this week I've seen pictures for the first time of the grebe chicks being carried on the back of the grebe, those little humbugs. So hopefully we're here nice and early, so come along for the journey and see what we see. So when I came back in March, the grebes were nesting. Oh, there's a dipper flying down the river, Dad. See it come down? All the way down.
There it was.
The grebes were nesting right at the top end under a tree. So I'm hoping, because these chicks have only really hatched this week, that they're still staying quite close to the nest. But of course, grebes don't have to. They overcome that by carrying the chicks on the back of on their backs while they're moving along. It's often the female that will carry them, and then the male will hunt and he'll bring fish to the chicks to feed them on their back. So we're going to head up, keeping our eyes peeled. It's quite early morning, but I've got chicks here. Look.
Yeah.
But the light is already quite harsh. That's nice.
Yeah.
So it might be quite challenging, this. I think we're going to struggle. We're going to struggle because this light is absolutely bright as anything. It's really harsh. It's 8 o'clock in the morning. I thought we'd still be all right at 8 o'clock in the morning. And one of the issues that you often have at Yarrow Valley is that because it's surrounded by trees, if you come too early, the sunlight is behind the trees and it's quite dark. But it is really bright, as you can probably see on my face. I'm struggling to see. What's amazing is all the birds have got chicks. So we've just been filming some swans that have got cygnets. There are a pair of coots that have got chicks. Just seen the dipper flying down the river, no doubt feeding chicks. So absolutely, I love this time of year. So much life. Everything getting ready. Everything gearing up. It's exciting times. So we found the grebe. They're in open water at the moment. And now I've found where they are, the plan is for us to move around to the other side of the lake. The last thing I want to be doing is shooting into the light. I want the light behind me, and we'll get that from the other side of the lake. So the idea now will be to walk around. The only problem is on the other side of the lake is a lot of undergrowth. So it's finding opportunities to get amongst that in a location where we can see the grebe. But we'll see what we can do, Pops, won't we?
We certainly will. Got 2 chances.
Is that slim and none?
No, I don't think so.
So we're over on the far side of the lake now, and you can see what I was referring to. The foliage is so dense that you can't actually get down to the water and be able to see. And there are just little pockets where it's open. So what Pops and I are going to do, we've had a walk down, we can't see them through the trees, we know they're here, but we can't see them. So we're going to walk back up, we're going to get into a gap, and then we're just going to sit and wait, and hopefully they will come back down the lake, as they often do. They move up and down, and they'll come through that gap, and they'll be close enough that we'll be able to get some photographs and some video for you. That's the plan, but time will tell, and we'll have to see if Lady Luck is on our side. Pops is in a rush though, look at him. I'll turn the camera around, raring to go, off into the distance, chomping at the bit. We're sat in position, we found a little gap. It's not ideal. Pops is just behind me, as you can see up there. Say hello, Pops.
Hello, Pops.
Cheeky sod. So he's sat quite high up. I've got as low to the water as I dare, and you can see I've got one welly in the water, and my tripod's nice and sturdy because it's not the most even of ground. And we're just waiting for the grebe to come through into this area. They're down at the top end of the pond. Catch-22, we could go to the other side and photograph them from the other side. It's a narrow end of the pond, or we could wait here. And you've always got that little dilemma of do you move down into a position where you think they're going to be, or do you wait for them to come back to you? But what's been really nice is while we've been sat here, I can see the swans off in the distance with their cygnets, and we've just had a kingfisher fly through. So maybe, just maybe, it might come back. I've said it countless times on this channel, not to leave your location, stick to your guns, stay in your location and wait for the subjects to come to you. And we've been sat there for about an hour and we've seen nothing. So curiosity has got the better of me, and I'm now going to work my way back down with Pops on the other side. Not got the best of the light, but hopefully might see these grebes because they seem to have vanished. I can't work out where they've gone, Pops, can you?
Nope. Not by.
Yeah, I can't imagine so. We'd have seen them definitely. The things we do for our craft. So I am literally in a bog and I'm getting as low to the water as I possibly can to get these photographs for you and for me, of course. Now what's been absolutely incredible to watch there is we saw the male come up with a fish, and he went across and he fed the fish to one of the young. And then he appeared to be coming across again with a fish, but actually this time what he came back with was a feather. And they often feed feathers to the chicks because that aids the digestion of the fish. So you'll often see that they'll feed them a fish and then moments later they'll feed them a white feather. And the other thing that's absolutely, oh, he's coming with something. The two chicks' heads are up. It is another feather. It was as though they did that on command for me then. Ah, it's in the water. It's nice. climb back on. It's trying to, isn't it? It's not, he's trying to get on. It's going under the tail feathers, you see. Yeah, yeah, it's climbed on. Oh, yeah, it's back under the wings. You see it?
Yeah.
Oh. So as I say, the things we do for our craft. Oh, the whole side of me is pea wet through. But I'm getting some lovely, lovely shots of these grebes now. I think it's the female that's carrying the 2 chicks on its back, and it's the male that's doing the hunting. And he keeps coming back either with a feather or with a fish. Now they're in a reasonably good location here. They're probably a little bit far away than I would prefer. I'd probably like them to be probably another 5 or 6 metres towards us. But with the 400mm with a built-in teleconverter, I just flick that teleconverter down and I'm shooting at 560mm, which is absolutely perfect, to be honest with you here. I think the only thing that I would probably favour in this situation would be perhaps to use Pops' 800, or I bet you're wishing you brought your 800 Pops, aren't you? Or perhaps my 2x tele with the 400mm, because although they are slowly drifting this way. I think he's coming with another feather, Dad. Either way, it's very nice. As you can probably see now, we're at about 10 o'clock and the light is less than ideal now. It's really quite harsh. To combat that, he's going to give a feather again, isn't he? To combat that, what Pops and I are doing is we're metering for the highlights. So it's highlight weighted metering. And then in addition to that, we're underexposing by probably a full stop. And that's just rescuing the highlights. There are white areas on the grebes, and obviously the chicks are humbugs, so they're black and white stripes, and so it's really easy to blow those highlights. But by combining the highlight weighted metering and underexposing the image using your exposure compensation, you can get away with photographing in reasonably harsh conditions. I would say we've probably got best part of an hour, if that, before that sun gets really high in the sky and we've lost it. But it's been a fabulous morning, you know. We came with the intention of photographing the grebe, and we wanted to see these humbugs on the back of the grebe, and we've certainly achieved that. And we've got you out, Pops, haven't we?
You've got me out and enjoying myself. Absolutely fantastic. Especially seeing the male feed the female, feed the chicks.
Yeah,
absolutely superb.
it is. It's lovely to see.
Oh, it is. Isn't nature wonderful?
So, Pops, I believe you might have been spending some money again.
Only a little bit, just a teeny little bit. No, I bought this speedy gimbal, which fits on the top of your monopod. It's just a ball and socket. The ball fits on there, bang, straight in, and all the weight goes down your monopod. It saves my muscles.
Yeah.
Getting achy backs and achy arms. Just whack it on there, and I can use my monopod as a walking stick.
Which is ideal for you, isn't it?
It is at the moment, without a doubt.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, I'm really impressed. It's very handy. It's more secure than I thought it would be. I mean, you can't take your hand off the camera or anything.
No.
But
then you wouldn't necessarily on a monopod, would you?
No, you wouldn't. You know. So if you want a bit more security, just put your hand around the ball and socket on your your foot.
Clamp it in place.
Clamp it in place there. But yeah, I'm really impressed. Want to be together.
Well, I would say one of the things that you notice about grebes is certain behaviours, and certain behaviours give you, they signify what's going to happen next with the grebe. And what's just happened is the female has kicked one of the grebe chicks off her back, and it's swum round, and then it's climbed onto the back of Dad. When that happens, it is rest time, and grebes do sleep quite a bit of time, so it's probably not the best time for photographs now. So we're going to bring the video to a close there. We're going to go out, make our way to the cafe. We're going to grab ourselves a cup of coffee and a bacon sandwich, and we're going to enjoy the rest of this sunny day. If you've enjoyed this video, please give it a like. If you've not yet subscribed, why not? We're over 5,000 subscribers now, and every single subscription helps. It costs you absolutely nothing. It's just a click of a button. If you've enjoyed this video, you want to see some more of it, remember to press that bell icon. It'll notify you of every video that I release. I release a video every Sunday at 8 p.m. So from the beautiful Yarrow Valley, and from me and Pops, ta-ra!